I hope you are staying at home and also staying safe. With you this morning is Teacher Mary Baba, and I would like you to bring out your security education notebook. Now, take a look at this picture before you. Can you identify the content of the image below? What do you think they are? Good, they are drugs. Thank you very much. Now, take a look at these two beautiful angels. What are they doing? Good. The boy is smoking while the girl is taking drug. Thank you very much. Now, that brings us to our topic for today, which is drug abuse. The topic for today is drug abuse. Now, open your notebook and write today's date and also write the topic for the day. Thank you. Now, the first thing I want us to discuss here is drugs. What are drugs? Who can tell us what drugs are? Good. I love that. Thank you very much. Like you said, drugs are substances we take when we are sick in order to get well. That means they are only taken whenever we are sick. Thank you very much. Now, that brings us to the topic again, and the question is, what is drug abuse? Now, I read, drug abuse is the use of drugs without doctors or pharmacist prescription or advice. Now, can you read that for me? Good. Now, sometimes when we have headache or we have stomach ache, we just go ahead and take the drug that we can find or we can lay our hands on without the doctor's prescription or any medical personnel's advice. Now, in that case, we are abusing drug. Drug should be taken only when it is being prescribed by a medical personnel, okay? Or sometimes, the prescription could be take 2 in the morning, take 2 in the afternoon, and then take 2 in the evening. But because you feel you want it to work faster, you decide to take maybe 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and then 4 in the evening. In that case, you are abusing drug because that was not the prescription that was given to you by the doctor or by the medical personnel. So please, always make sure that you take drugs that are being prescribed by a medical personnel. Thank you. Now, the next in our discussion is causes of drug abuse. Causes of drug abuse. The first one we have is peer pressure. Peer pressure, it could be our friends, our colleagues in the school. Sometimes when we see them taking drugs, we also want to do it. We want to know what they are feeling whenever they are taking those drugs. And so peer pressure can cause drug abuse. And then I will advise you that you should mind the kind of people you keep as your friends. And the next one is families. You discover that the mother is smoking, the father is taking one drug or the other, or the uncle or the auntie, even your brothers, and then you know, why are they taking this? You feel it is normal. Since mommy and daddy are into it, what they are doing is normal, and so you also want to do the same. So family factor, the causes of drug abuse. And the next one is emotional problems. Now, when you feel so depressed, you are troubled, something disturbs your heart, somebody will think taking drugs will take it off your mind. Okay, so emotional problems can cause drug abuse because you will think by the time I take this drug, I will be all right. And the next one is mental health problem. Mental health problem. This can also cause drug abuse. And the next one is environmental factors. Sometimes we find ourselves in an environment that drugs are being sold, or probably we see people taking drugs anyhow. Now, it can lead us into taking drugs that are not prescribed by the doctor. So environmental factors is one of the reasons or one of the causes of drug abuse. Now, the next in our discussion is effect of drug abuse. Effect of drug abuse. Now, take a look at this picture. What can you say about this picture? Very good. Somebody said he is seeing a madman. Wow. Another person said the man is sick. Thank you very much. You are all correct. Now, this picture speaks of a madman actually. Now, we are talking about the effect of drug abuse. It causes mental illness, and that is what has happened to this man. This madness could be as a result of drug abuse. Okay, and so we should not be engaged into drug abuse to avoid things like this. Okay, and then the next effect of drug abuse, we have another picture before you. What can you see here? How can you describe this scene? Beautiful. Somebody just said accident. Yes, this is an accident. And this accident could be caused by drug abuse. Now, when you are engaged into drug abuse, your mind is not straight, you are not thinking right. By the time you decide to drive on the road, okay, it will cause accidents. We can see another picture of a woman here. Okay, what can you say about this woman before you? Very good. You know, somebody said she is not happy, she is looking sad. Somebody said she is thinking. Yes. Now, this is another effect of drug abuse: difficulty in living a normal life. Okay, now people that are engaged in drug abuse, they find it difficult to live a normal life. They find it difficult even to associate with people. They find it difficult to do some certain things. Okay, so one of the effects is that there is going to be difficulty in living a normal life. All right, there's another picture before you. What can you see about this picture? Very good. You can see a boy sitting outside with his book and his bag. Now, this is one of the effects of drug abuse, which is dropping out of school. Now, anybody that is engaged in drug abuse, it can affect the brain. Okay, you can't reason well. You find it difficult to even understand whatever you are being taught in the class. And in this situation, the only option that is left is for you to just drop out of school, because it tells that you can no longer learn. Your brain is being damaged. Okay, so one of the effects is that it causes dropping out of school. Now, the next one we have here is harmful to organs in our body. Drug abuse is harmful to organs in our body. Now, let's take a look at this. This is a human, and beside the human body, we can see some organs, some internal parts of the body. The first one we have there is the brain. Okay, now drug abuse damages the brain. Okay, we have the liver, we have the lungs, the stomach, the heart, the intestine, teeth, we have kidney, and we have the eye. Now all of these parts of the human body, the internal part of the human body, and all of this could be damaged as a result of drug abuse. Sometimes when you look at some people's teeth, okay, you will see different colors. Sometimes you will see brown color and some other colors. Sometimes the teeth are being chopped up. Okay, now this could be as a result of drug abuse. Okay, sometimes when you see some people, you see their eyes so red. Now probably they have taken drugs, they've smoked, which have affected their eyes, and as they are aging, this could lead to eye problem. Okay, before you know it, you can't see properly, you are finding difficult to even read or to see an object before you. And so this also drug abuse can also damage the eye. Are we following? So please, let's not engage in drug abuse. It's very, very dangerous to our health, it's dangerous to our body, and so let's do away with drug abuse. Thank you. And this morning I have homework for you. And the homework goes like this. Elisha was feeling headache yesterday. So he went to his mother's room and he saw some drugs in her bag. Now the question is, will you advise Elisha to take the drugs? That is one. Why do you think it's bad to abuse drugs? This is your homework. Thank you very much. And lastly, I want to have a discussion with your parents on the possible solutions to problem of drug abuse. That is, those that are already into it. How can they get out of it? What is the solution to their problem? Make sure you discuss this with your parents. Okay? Thank you very much. See you in our next class. Thank you.